This is Brian from PubWriter. Today's question comes from Dan. It's in regards to how do you update the drop-down menu. And let's just jump over to his site here for a second. So he's talking about this menu right here, and he added a question, or he added a file called characters.md, which he'd like to add right here after about. So how do we go about doing that? Well, the file we want to get to, let's get over there. Okay, so this is Dan's Dropbox folder where all of his website files exist. Here's the characters.md file. This folder here, frame, has two files in it, header and footer. And if you look at your website here, this is the header and this is the footer. So you have access to making those changes, but they are PHP files, which you shouldn't be too concerned, too worried or scared. It's really just their HTML files. So let's go ahead and open the header. And I'm going to open it with a program I prefer to use called Atom. Okay, so this is the header.php file. And really it's just HTML, but it's typically what you see at the top of an HTML page. And that's why you see some things here like analytics and some style sheets that are loaded. And odds are you're not going to go in here and make changes too often. And if you want us to add something to your header, to your Navbar, we can do that for you as well. So I refer to this as Navbar as well, but it's your header file. So in order to add a link to a new page, all I'm going to do is copy this information here. I'm going to paste it. So just so you can see it clear, I'll bring everything back over. Okay, so we've got, this is just duplicated from what we have up here, right? But what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to change this to characters. Characters.md. And I'm going to change this to characters. So let's just double check. That's what the file name is here. There's characters, and that's what I'm going to point to. So all I did was I added this link class. I had basically this is an opening tag, this is a closing tag, and this is what is in the menu. And that's the only change I had to make. So now I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And we'll occasionally make some updates to this file for you potentially. Sometimes we find some things that help with your SEO, and we got to make some changes to this file. But generally, you're not going to go in here and make too many changes. So what we'll do is go ahead and close that down. And as you know, it takes about a minute for the page to be updated. So now we'll go ahead and try to do a refresh. And there's characters. So now we can click on characters. Make sure it goes to the page that he wants. And that is all there is to it. Hope that helped. Thanks.